Thank you, George. And I think you can appreciate there is another French project and another French accent with me. I would like to mention here also a person that is not here but apologizes for not having been able to give this presentation, architect Daniel Romeo, who led the construction of this new winery of the Chateau Haut-Bailly in the Bordeaux region. Here as the representative of the nominator of this project, the ACI Paris chapter, but a lot of other people were involved, of course, in this project. So Daniel Romeo, engineering firm Cap-Angelec, general contractors, Pivatigna Sud-Ouest, landscape architect, DNH Paysage, an associate engineer for the structural technique, and inspection firm Bureau Veritas Construction. So we are here with a much smaller project as the previous one. You see about 2,000 square meter floor space, a total surface area of 4,500 square meter, complete quantity of 3,000 square meter, and a job duration of just more than 1 year. And so the project was hidden within this small conical shape of hanging garden, close to the historic Haut-Bailly building. So in fact, it's a low-rise building, but a quite complex project, because the intention was to create a new winery which houses the vinification operations and also the aging and storage cellars. So it's a kind of industrial building and operation within, but this new modern building should have spaces for visitors and tasting rooms, and it should preserve the heritage of the existing buildings and save the combined vine and garden scenery of the Haut-Bailly estate. So the result was to create a partly underground circular building with a rooftop hanging garden, and the logistical and visitors flows should be organized not to disturb each other around the circular vat room. And the idea was to create, with this special approach of the different rooms, a sensory experience that for the visitors could be in relation with the experience of tasting wine. So there are zones of expansion, of suspension, of compression from the garden and the vineyard to the vats and to the cellar. So one or two technical features should be emphasized. So behind the garden, we are over the central vat room, and it was built a 38-meter span circular reinforced concrete dome covering about 1,500 square meter, which is about 9 meters above the floor. It was cast without joints in a single night, so without cracks, and it was necessary to supply concrete from three different plants, and of course ensure a perfect curing of this monolithic structure. There were special forms that were used for the 6.5 meter cantilever spans, which are below the garden, the hanging garden, and support this garden as an extension of the existing chateau's garden itself. So you have some images of the casting operation and of the vaults seen from below in the vat room. So the vat room itself is fully embedded in the concrete walls, which is very helpful for the thermal inertia, which means there's no necessary heating nor cooling in this place, which is quite a challenge in the Bordeaux region, where we have some heat waves in the summers. The hydrothermal comfort below the concrete roof is also ensured by this massive concrete structure. The vats themselves are sculptural prefabricated components, 4 meters in height and 2.5 meters in diameter. What's interesting, they are naturally protected from the chemical risks coming from the vine, with an inner tight overlay of vine-produced tartaric acid. So it's one of the qualities of the concrete to be naturally protected for this type of usage. So you see here that this vat room under construction in the middle, and after final operation, with the hanging stairs to go to the cellar, which is in fact at the basement of this project. So you see the barrel cellar and the different technical rooms where the grapes harvest are collected, and also the different parts leading to the tasting room. That is also one of the important components of the program. I would like to insist in some minutes on the environmental quality of the project. The Haut-Bailly production was labeled in 2019 for its protection of the biodiversity and environmental friendly agricultural practices. And because of this ambition, the project should be consistent, which lead to the control of the energy management, so the limited heating and cooling, as we have seen, ensuring a maximum natural daylight for the working spaces, and also ensuring the architectural and landscape integration. And that was promoted by the use of concrete for its thermal inertia, for the light-colored facings using white aggregate that also limited the necessary artificial lighting, and the mineral timeless durable aspect and high-quality forms which give the monumental scenery in consistency with the existing buildings. So I tried to launch a small video for the realization operations. Sorry, I just want to stop and go to the final picture. And I thank you for your kind attention with these additional pictures of the Chateau Haut-Bailly. Thank you.